I'm gonna be completely honest. I wanted to make this video as like a Q&A style video where I answer a bunch of questions, but I made a post on my Instagram story asking for people to write questions in, and like I only got one answer. So out of like the 1,600 followers that I have, one person replied to my story asking this one question. And it's a very good question. When I saw it, I was like, damn, that is an amazing question. And the question he asked me was, who is your idol? Or who do you look up to? And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't have any idols. The only person that I look up to and believe in is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Yes, I am a Christian. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I believe in Jesus. I don't believe in anyone else. I don't look up to anyone else except for Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's it. Now, you might be thinking, oh man, he's a Christian, you're a weird Bible kid, whatever. No, let me tell you my story about my journey with Christianity and Jesus, right? So, if you don't already know my story, basically my entire family died. My entire family died. My mom died when I was 13, and when my mom died, this was during COVID, so then my dad was actually working overseas. And when my mom died, my dad had to go back to work, and then travel restrictions happened and I couldn't see him for like 3 years. So basically from the ages of like 14 and a half till 17 and a half, I didn't see my dad. So I was very lonely. I was alone most of the time. And actually I had this one teacher at school who was talking about stuff that I can't talk about on YouTube, right? A lot of he knew too much, basically. He knew too much about the world and how the world worked and who was in charge and stuff like that. And he was telling me all these things. And at first I was like, man, yeah, you're lying. This can't be true. But he kept showing me evidence and evidence and evidence and evidence. And bro, he really got me. And then I asked him why. Why do they do these things? And then he said to me, it's because they hate God and they want to take God away from everything. And I really started to see that. I now understand that everything that happens in the world, every bad thing is an attack on God. So that got me started with the idea of God and Jesus, right? Of Christianity. And you have to remember that I had all this pain inside of me because of my mom dying and my dad being away and I was alone. So then one day I went home and I was really convinced now that God was real and Jesus was real. And then I went home one day and I remember feeling sad and missing my mom a lot and missing my dad a lot, feeling very lonely. I remember this like it was yesterday. So I felt all that pain. And then I looked up into my ceiling. I was sitting on the corner of my bed, the edge of my bed. And I looked up to the ceiling and I said, God, I know you're real. Jesus, I admit that you are the Son of God, that you died on the cross for me. I admit that. Please take control of my life. I want to be with you. I remember I said that. And bro, I don't know what happened. Some force like pushed me off my bed and I was on my knees, literally praying, and I was like crying, just uncontrollably crying. And it wasn't like I wasn't crying because I was sad. I was crying because I was filled with love and joy. I felt the presence of God and Jesus in my room. That's what happened to me. And you might think like, oh man, this is bullshit. This is wishy-washy. No, this was very real. I'm telling you right now, you could be a Satanist, you could be an evil person. But once you feel the love of God, once you feel the presence of God, you're never going back. I guarantee you, your life is going to change like that. And that's what happened to me. As soon as I felt that, I knew Jesus was real. Jesus was in the room with me, bro. I'm telling you. And ever since then, my life completely changed. I started telling people about Jesus and stuff like that. And really living my life how Jesus wants people to live, right? But I'm not gonna lie here. I'm gonna be completely honest. I fell off. There was a period of my life where I moved to Canada and I fell off. And a little before I moved to Canada, I fell off. Like I was going back to being my old self and I was partying and smoking weed and drinking alcohol and stuff like that and doing things I shouldn't have been doing. So I fell off. I'm not perfect. I don't even deserve to be in God's presence. I don't deserve anything, but God has been so faithful to me and so patient with me and so loving to me, bro. Everything I asked for, he has given to me, and he has given me 10 times of what I've asked for. But now actually the past year, I'm completely back. I have everything that I do in my life. Jesus is like the center of it now. He has helped me so much. I can't even describe how much Jesus has helped me with my life and everything in my life. Everything I asked for, he's given me 10 times back, 10 times more than I've asked for. He's blessed me in so many ways. Yeah, and another thing I wanted to talk about was I think that when you are broken, that's when you turn to God. Most people, they live their life, they don't really care about anything until something bad happens to them, until they really get beaten down and broken. That's when you start turning to God. And that's what happened to me, right? My mom died, my dad was working in another country at the time. It didn't see him for a very long time, and I was very lonely and stuff. So I was destroyed. I was beaten up basically, and that's when God came into my life. And I think that had to happen. If my mom didn't die, if my dad didn't die, if my dad wasn't away, if I wasn't lonely, I wouldn't be turning to God. I don't think I would be. It happened, and I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful that I now live my life for the Lord, and I'm going to continue doing it every single day, right? By no means am I perfect. I'm nowhere near being perfect, but I try my best every single day, and I ask the Lord to guide my life. So yeah, to answer your question, bro, I don't have any idols. I just believe in Jesus Christ and God. That's all I believe in. And I encourage you to actually, do some studying for yourself. Go get a Bible and start reading the Bible. You don't have to believe in Jesus yet, but get a Bible, start reading it, and I guarantee you, your life is going to change. You will start learning about God, and then you will actually turn to God, because you're going to understand that this is real. This is no joke. That's all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because I'll be posting every single day. And as always, I'm rooting for you. I believe in you, and I love you. Mwah.